Hey, Benson Baptist Church family, this is your Pastor Lawrence with an update regarding COVID-19 and restrictions related to our church. Our deacons gathered last night for their monthly deacons meeting and reviewed the guidelines put in place by the returning team, which has been meeting over the last few weeks to talk about what does it look like for Benson Baptist to come back and return to our building for physical worship. And the deacons also, as a part of those guidelines, voted to make July 5th as our tentative date of returning back to our sanctuary and fellowship hall for worship. Now, what I will say to you is that even though we are planning to return to our building on July 5th, things will not be the way they were, at least for a while. We will have some guidelines in place. Our returning team has come up with some really good things, I think, that will keep people safe and well, and you will find those in your mailbox soon. We'll be mailing those to you as well as posting those online so that you can see those guidelines. We'll also be releasing a video in the next week that will show you what those things look like. What does our sanctuary and our fellowship hall look like? Because it will look a little different as we seek to follow social distancing guidelines and recommendations, as well as other things to keep all who attend here safe and well. Now, I know that it has been a long time since we have been together, and I know that everyone longs for the day that we can be back to normal, so to speak, in our building on Sunday mornings, and that will be just a little bit longer as we follow the guidelines our returning team has put into place for now. On July 5th, we will come together for one service. That service will be held at 10 o'clock a.m., and it will be available online just as it always has. So if you are someone who is at risk for contracting the virus or someone who just feels a little safer staying home, you'll be able to do that and still have the same quality video and audio that you have had up to this point to be able to watch from home. We will be using our sanctuary and our fellowship hall, and there will be live components and streamed components from those spaces. But regardless of where you sit, you will be able to be a part of worship with some guidelines in place, and we will be explaining those in the days ahead. So be looking for what those things look like, as well as videos like this where we talk through what the reality of returning looks like for us. Again, I know that many of you have been waiting for a very long time for this video and for this announcement, but please hear me say that things will be a little different, and that will be okay, that as a community we will be able to find ways to come together, to worship, and to keep our congregation safe and well as we seek to love our neighbor as ourselves in the midst of this continuing global pandemic. Again, as I always say, I am thankful to be your pastor. Next week will be 6 months that I have been here, and I am thankful every day to walk this road and this journey with you, and I'm thankful for each of you, for who you are, for your faith, and for the ways that you have continued to be the community of Christ in these days of uncertainty, confusion, and just the reality of where we are. So thank you, Benson Baptist Church family, for being the faith community here at Benson Baptist and for the ways that you continue to live out your faith as followers of Christ in your lives and in the world around you. Be looking for more information about what the returning team guidelines consist of and what it will look like for us to return July 5th. In the meantime, the next 2 Sundays we will be online as you have experienced to this point. And we will be this Sunday having a contemporary style music service. And then we will follow that with a traditional style music service. And from here on out, at least for a little while, we'll be going back and forth on a rotating schedule between contemporary and traditional. And so no matter which service here you usually attend, every other week that style will be featured as our worship service, at least during these times as we move forward. This is not permanent. It is not meant to be permanent. We're not sure exactly how long it will last, but we will get through this as long as we continue to journey together. So thank you. Look for more information coming soon, and have a great week.